Castanet is looking back at the top stories of 2020. We'll count down to the #1 story December 31st with our Newsmaker of the Year on New Year's Day. Our #3 story, Riley Saunders faces the music. It's a scandal that erupted in 2018. It will continue into 2021, but 2020 was the year that the victims of fraudulent Kelowna social worker Robert Riley Saunders started to receive payments from the provincial government, the result of a multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit settled by the BC government. Saunders' alleged victims will also finally get their day in court, with Saunders charged earlier this month with 10 counts of fraud over $5,000, 1 count of theft over $5,000, 1 count of breach of trust, and 1 count of uttering a forged document. Over the past few years, dozens at-risk youth, many who are Indigenous, accused Saunders of opening up joint bank accounts with them and stealing thousands of dollars that were meant to be used for their care. Saunders' alleged actions led to youth in his care becoming homeless, developing addiction issues, and being sexually exploited. His scheme spanned many years, dating as far back as 2001 until he was caught in March of 2018. He was employed by the Ministry of Children and Family Development since 1996. Saunders had been on the run from the civil courts and never responded to any of the lawsuits naming him, leaving the provincial government and taxpayers holding the bag. The province is expected to pay out upwards of $8 million to dozens of youth who were in Saunders' care. The settlement will see anyone who was in care of Robert Riley Saunders for 90 days receive at least $25,000, up to a maximum of $250,000, depending on their individual case and level of harm they received. 2021 will see Saunders tried in criminal court. The trial has the potential to answer questions of exactly how he was able to get away with his scheme and for how long. There is a deep level of abuse, conduct, and negligence on the part of Riley Saunders that ought to have been detected by his co-workers. That, according to Jason Gradle, the lawyer representing the class action, it may well have been detected by some of his co-workers without anything being done about it. For Castanet's Year in Review, I'm Wayne Moore.